Now, guys, I noticed you guys claim that you're from Russia, but you guys have English accents. I mean, can you explain that? Tell us the details about that?
That's fine. That's the first time anyone's ever really asked us that. Well, we're from the English-most part of Russia, Wellingsgrove. It's if you were to go to England, you would just you're there. I mean, you just have to step right over the line, and
Really
you're
nice.
right. It's a beautiful town. We're from.
Matter of miles, really.
I met up with Frank good 15 years ago, and we just clicked. I mean, we had this town. You remember the time?
I remember.
You remember the time? Do you remember?
We were sitting in this little pub. It was right around this same area. This is all take place. And we were just sitting there, and we started humming this song, right?
Oh.
We just started getting through it, and we were just singing along. It was just we could feel like the energy, and we knew right then what was going on. We were starting something.
And just like that, I said, "You want to be in my band?" He said, "I'll check. I'll have to check out." He says, "I want to check out with me mom, because we're flat broke." And he said, "Is there a chance we could get maybe some money out of it?" And I said, "No, you can't."
It was like a dead end situation. I mean, here we are. This is in the 70s, and we're playing these small clubs. I mean, I knew this was not a money making opportunity. But we're playing these small clubs around with these other bands, and it's not going anywhere. You know?
I don't think he did it because of money, honestly.
So
to answer your question, no, he did not do it for money.
It wasn't for the money. It was for the music. This is what this is all about, really. But I mean, the money is like enough. Then it's nice. I'm not gonna argue with you about that. I mean,
we all know that. We all know you've been there. We all been there, probably. You know.
I think the crux of like what this is all about. It really came when we took up. Like we realised we had to take like a political stance, you know. And that's when we got involved with the social kind of issues, and people started to listen to our records and buy our records, yeah. And it really started to pick up, you know. And that's where we come from a small town, I mean working class town. You know. Here we are, big.
Don't smell very bad.
Yeah, it was when we were attending the University of Petrograd Music Conservatory building.
Okay.
I got it right. You got that? Alright.
Did he have it?
I think
Oh,
and I was majoring in jazz studies. I was deeply influenced by jazz and Katie Lang, two of my biggest influences in playing the bass there.
That's Katie. I was starting more that, you know, the old the Russian stylistic get Rachmaninoff, Shostakovich, Prokofiev. But I met up here, you know, he was Katie Lang, and I was like, wow, I'll have to show you some. Yes, and I gave him Sarah McLaughlin, and he was like, wow, it's really cool today.
Wow, you're right. It was the two styles. They blended together so great, and it was the Katie Lang really, and the Rachmaninoff. Right, and he was majoring in the same thing that he was. Well, right, with that exception. But it was such a great thing when we met each other, because it's like we didn't even know that we hadn't met each other. It was like just clicked.
Yeah, you know, it was like I grew up with my brothers.
So we were brothers, basically, throughout the conservatory, and we met Frank and Peter.
I was in Mom's grocery store, you know, I was just like, table 5. Oh, I'm sorry. And anyway, I was checking out, and I was like,
He's that nasty habit.
you know, oh, I'm sorry.
Give me your consumer.
Thank you.
Your glass, sir.
Over in service these days, what does it take?
So we met Frank and Peter, and we immediately took to them as we had before. We were brothers, really, again. We were a band full of brothers. That's the great thing about it all. And do that.
He's making a bloody mess over here, I don't know.
And it again clicked. So, you know, things just kind of turned out our way, and we ended up
yeah, that's
we ended up in the band,
you know.
We got the name Rolling Stalins.
Right.
little runs I figured out, when I was in college. It was really just a hobby for me, but it wasn't until I met the other members of the Rolling Stalins, mainly in college really, and before college, when I decided I should turn my hobby into more of a career sort of thing. And again, I didn't think I'd make any money off it. But with such terrific musicians supporting you, I thought, why not?
Why we did our communist songs? Well, you got to think. First, you got your love songs, been covered. You got your truth song about love and truth. That's been covered too. How many communist songs can you say? Probably 3 off the top of your head. You can't think of any communist songs. That's what we are here to represent and show for you. I mean, it's excellent, the music we do. There's lots of love behind it.
Why communism? Well, it's an interesting question. You see, it's that we've already sort of covered love, yeah, because love is what we present to people. I think communism is like a way of kind of speaking to the people through a sort of political and social way. I mean, we were talking about communism back in the 80s before anyone was, touching the subject. I mean, we were really sort of like the originators of this whole thing, And I mean, our relationship to the fans is what's so important about all this. I mean, our relationship to the fans, though we're talking about communism, is really, I mean, it's more about, it's about them, It's about them and it's about us.